guys. Welcome to Tutor Sisters channel. Please subscribe to our channel to help us grow.
For today's video, we are going to discuss about the topic Marriage is a Private Affair, written by Chinua Achebe. Knowing a bit more about Chinua Achebe, he is a Nigerian novelist, poet, professor, and critic. One of his renowned works include Things Fall Apart from 1958. He is also the recipient of coveted award in Man Booker International Prize 2007. According to him, when a tradition gathers enough strength to go on for a century, you just don't turn it off in a day. Now, discussing about the literal comprehension of the text, Nyamika and Nene, who live in Lagos, are betrothed to marry. Nyamika's father, Okeke, beholds strong religious convictions and cultural norms and thus finds Ugoe Nyuke as the most suitable girl to marry his son. On Nene's appeal to send Okeke a snail mail disclosing their engagement, Nyamika makes a prudent choice of revealing this news in person. Nyamika leaves for home after 6 weeks for a vacation, where he reveals the fact about Nene and his engagement to her. Okeke advocates for Christian upbringing and tribal matters and turns down his son's sincere attempt. Okeke fails at dissuading his son with modern views from getting married. Unswerved from their mindset, Okeke and Nyamika find unbreachable rift in their relation. Dead set upon his decision, Nyamika comes back to Lagos and leads to Alter to marry his love. Expecting a change of heart, Nyamika sends a mail to his father with their wedding photos. To their surprise, Okeke turns so austere that he mutilates the photo, keeps his son's photo and sends the mutilated picture of Nene with a harsh letter. Nyamika consoles his crying wife but realizes the irreconcilable split between him and his father. For 8 years, Okeke breaks any form of communication with them and doesn't even respond to their letters. At last, Okeke's stone heart feels emotional when Nene sends a picture of his grandchildren waiting relentlessly to meet him. Okeke feels emotions take over his icy heart and finally forgives his son and daughter-in-law for their actions. Now, discussing about interpretation. This topic depicts the impact of cultural heterogeneities in marriage. It seems to be trying to tell us that people's mindset, barred with superstitious thoughts and convictions, make them reluctant for change. It also depicts how marriage is actually a private affair because it is completely up to two people to decide who they want to spend their lives with. But it also shows that marriage is not just coming together of two people, but also of two families, two cultures, and two completely contrasting mindsets. So we should be heedful while making such a huge choice. The story further demonstrates that generational differences can create perplexities and they contradict to each other's perspectives. It establishes liberal and progressive people as trendsetters. The text also hints at the impact of orthodox and doctrinaire mindset of people in our daily life and how it seizes us from making rational judgments. The text further asserts that we should give our rigid mindset and give green light to changing and promoting fraternity. It also seems to flow the message that there are certain situations in life which require us to be less rigid and become conceding in order to split the differences. The bottom line of this text is acceptance and forgiveness for true inner peace. Moving on to critical thinking, The author has definitely searched high heaven to make this story beautiful and welcoming. This text is worthy of commendation for the advocacy of cross-cultural bonds. However, there are certain details that I call into questions. Can a father and son stay away from each other for such a long time? The text lacks pragmatism because of its utopic characters. Can a man place his beliefs and convictions over his own son? How could a father be so inconsiderate towards his own son? Why was Nemeka ungracious of his father's contributions? Why didn't Nene write a letter when they had their first and second baby? How could a man who was so unfeeling towards his own son be moved all of a sudden by his grandchildren? If these details were maneuvered, this would have been impeccable. Moving on to assimilation. By reading this text, I realized that there are many parents who are so driven by their beliefs and values that they are unaware of their own children's sufferings. It also made me aware of the inequivalences among the third world countries in case of marriage. It endowed me with the knowledge that when things are irreconcilable, at least one party should be a bigger person and use diplomacy and leniency rather than being antagonistic. It encouraged me to metamorphose into a progressive person. After going through this piece of text, I remember a case of cross cultural marriage that my grandmother told me. A Hindu boy marrying a Muslim girl made the boy's parents so furious that the boy's mother poisoned the girl. It depicts that no matter how much we boast about becoming progressive and understanding, the convictions are very deeply rooted in our subconscious minds.
If you liked this video, please share it with your friends. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.